Hi, Michelle Willis-Craft. Welcome to my channel. Today we'll be talking about making homemade cold brew. Yes, cold brew. For you hot coffee drinkers, don't knock it till you try it. It's actually great. I am a home coffee roaster, so I do love to experiment with beans and the different flavors that come off these beans. It brings out the flavor in the beans, unlike a hot coffee will. Cold brew is very low acidity. It's very easy on the stomach. Cold brew, a very simplistic procedure using the coffee genie. Let's get right into it. The equipment I'll be using today is a Vario coffee grinder set to a coarse grind, equivalent to that of a French press. It's almost the coarsest grind that I can actually achieve on my grinder. The coffee genie bottle and filter system. I did purchase mine on Amazon. I think there's multiple areas you can get these. I have a Vario grinder. I have it set on the coarse side to 9 and on the fine adjustment right to the coarsest as it can get. It's similar to a French press brew. I have 1 cup to measure whole beans with, the filter that comes with the coffee genie, and the jar, and some fresh roast beans. It's an El Salvador Costa Rican blend. We transfer 1 cup of beans to our grinder and grind those to a coarse grind. So the grind is complete. We now transfer the fresh ground coffee to the filter that goes into the jar, and we fill with water. I usually do this piece in the sink. It tends to make a bit of a mess when you're dumping the fresh grind in. So as you can see, it's a really coarse grind. It smells absolutely delicious. You can smell the fruits and caramels off this coffee. So you fill the container with water. You do not use hot water for this. You use room temperature water. Give it a little bit of headspace, so I call it about full there. So the next thing we do is place the lid on the container. So we have the lid on the container. Make sure it's on good and tight. You can see I left a little bit of headspace on the top of the container. I give it a good mix to absorb the grounds, and you can see the level drops a bit as the grounds absorb some of the coffee, and you are done making a cold brew. So now this sits in the fridge for 24 hours. At about halfway through, I give it a good mix. We've given it a good mix, and into the fridge it goes. So after the 24 hours, I give it a good mix, remove the filter, and transfer the coffee to quart sealers. I then start another batch and let that brew for 24 hours. The cold brew is good in the fridge for 2 weeks, so I never run out of coffee. I get up in the morning, pour a cup, and I'm good to go. I hope you enjoyed the video and you enjoy the cold brew. Let me know what you think. Till next time, enjoy.